Safety for children of all ages, but adults beware. Ah! Whatever. I'm gonna try it. Damn! Woo! Yeah, slime! Woo! Ew! Get it in there. Get it in there. There we go. What's up, guys? Fears. Audience. Audience. Fears. Coffee first. Yummy. All right. Well, I hope you're doing great. I hope you're doing fantastic. I hope you're doing awesome. It's Fears, the host with the most. And it's been a better day. Yesterday was shit garbage. But that was yesterday. Today's a new day. We're doing good. We're going nuts. We're going ballistic, as always, my friends. Some new props. Check it out. We've got a little bit of Ivan's ooze. We've got the T-virus. Look at that. Look at that. Should I open this? Oh, better not do that. And I got a new kyber crystal here. Here we go. Look at this. Look at that. Look at that. It's pretty awesome. So just put it right back in here, and we'll just put this right here, and Now, I got this at Disney. You can get this at Galaxy's Edge in Star Wars land in Hollywood Studios. This was off the internet, off of Etsy, and this was off of Etsy as well, so check it out. So if you want some Ivan's ooze or this or whatevs, this was off Etsy. I got a lot of cool things off of Etsy, but be sure to go to Etsy.com for all these beautiful products because I find a lot of cool shit on there. Anyway, let's continue on. Well, I must say, before I do an update, hat change. Now we're talking. All right. So, I got some updates. Depending on if I can find a cheap ticket, I will be going to visit my family in August. If I can't find a cheap ticket, then I'm going to go in September. So I've been kind of shopping around, trying to find a cheap ticket. The cheapest one I've been able to find so far is $400. So that's not going to cut it. That's not going to cut it. And so yeah. Anyway, so I'll keep you updated, and I need to update my boss too. So it's gonna be either in August or September. Today we're gonna be reviewing. I finally finished today. Little House on the Prairie season 8. So now we're moving on to season 9. So we're gonna do the top 10 episodes of season 8. Then we're gonna review season 8, and then I thought it'd be cool to talk about my acting career, and then finally get to those horror movie questions, that I've had planned. So, anyway, that's what's on today. I was so tired last night and so frustrated because of what happened yesterday. I just didn't watch anything. So I went right to sleep, and I had a little dinner, and then I went right off to work. So yeah, but today was a lot better. So I've been working on both the Sega vlog, so I worked a little bit more on the Sega vlog. The Sega vlog should be up either late tonight after the stream or I may just save it and debut it tomorrow. And then, so yeah. So hopefully. And then I worked a little bit on the Star Wars vlog. So either the Star Wars vlog will come first, or the next part of the Sega vlog. Give me 1 second. Somebody messaged me. So yeah. Anyway. So that's what's been going on. So yeah. Anyway. Let's see. The next two shows are August 23rd and 24th, the Central Florida Collectors Fest. So if I go on vacation, I'm going to miss that one, unfortunately, because that's a really good show. And that's a 2-day con. And then the next one after that is September 6th and 7th. I never went to the Fort Myers one. I don't believe so. And that's on September 6th and September 7th. So check it out. Bam, bam. These are the next two shows. And then September 14th, we've got the Brenton Collectors Fest, and then September 28th we've got the Jacksonville Collectors Fest, Comic-Con, so check that out. And for all these wonderful shows, go to Florida Toy Shows and Expos.com or Florida Toy Shows and Expos on YouTube and Facebook. Check it out. All right. And as always, I ordered some more off the list, so we're making progress on the list. Oh, yeah. And then I want to hear from you guys. I want to hear from the fans. I haven't gotten any fan mail in quite a while. So be sure to follow right here. Right here. 16745 Kagan's Crossings Boulevard, STE 102B, PMB 40, Claremont, Florida, 34714. I want to hear from you guys. I want to hear from the fans. I want to hear from you. Write your fan letters. Send me an unboxing. Send me a movie to watch. Send me a Blu-ray. I'll watch it. I will review it. It doesn't matter what Blu-ray. Send me a 4K. Whatevs. Just send me something, and I will respond in a live or in a video. I promise. Because I want to hear from you guys. I want to hear from you. Someone just keeps fucking messaging the shit out of me. Give me 1 second. What in the hell is going on? Anyway. There we are. Just going to put this on airplane mode. Give me 1 second. All right. Let me call Lantern. Let him know I'm live. So, yeah. Alrighty. Hope everybody's been having a good day. I've had a better day. Anything was better than yesterday. Because yesterday was a fucking shit show. I don't want to throw anyone under the bus, but the people out there that know what they did, you know what you did. And I'm not going to bring it up again. But unless I get an apology from somebody, he's pretty much going to be blocked for about a year. So I'm just throwing it out there. So maybe that'll teach him not to fuck with me ever again. You know, so I would apologize. That's all I'm going to say. So anything is better than yesterday. So today was a lot better. Work was pretty good. We had, let's see, what was it, 37, 38. So it was kind of a calm day. Wasn't too bad. Not too shabby. So yeah. Anyway, things are a lot better today. All right. Let me call Lantern.
Yo!
Damn!
Damn!
Damn! Hey, Lantern, I'm live.
We're in the chat.
Oh, you're in the chat?
Yeah.
All right, did you share the live?
Not yet, I will.
Share the link, all right?
Alright.
All right. Hey, Lantern. Nice, buddy. Hey, what's the topic for this Thursday?
No yet.
You don't know yet? Hey, how was church? I forgot to ask you. Was church good?
Yeah.
That was good. And you went with your family?
Yeah.
Good, buddy. Good. Hey, the Star Wars con was awesome, dude. It was so cool.
Yeah.
I got some really cool stuff. Did you see that artwork that I bought?
Yeah.
That artwork was pretty badass. I haven't hung it up yet, but I will. Anyway, buddy.
What about my picture?
The what?
What about my picture going to put hanging up?
Oh, I promise. I promise I'm gonna hang up the picture soon, buddy. I've just been working away and I've been going nuts. I have like 4 things to hang up, but I promise it's coming.
Yeah. Okay.
Just the poster is so big, Lantern. I'm gonna get a duplicate of it, a much smaller version, and I'm gonna put it in a frame. So it's coming. Yeah. It's coming. I promise. I promise, buddy. I have to hang up your picture. I have to hang up another autograph that I got. I have to hang up the new Star Wars artwork, and then I have to hang up what's the 4th one? Oh, some more Star Wars shit that I bought. So I'm just behind, buddy, but I promise it's coming. It's coming. All right, Lantern. But but share that link out, and then I'm gonna open up the chat, and I'll see you in there. All right.
All right.
All right. Later, y'all.
Hey,
Chunk. Oh, wow. Good old Lantern. That guy makes me laugh. Good old Lantern. Anyway. All right, let's open up the chat. There we go. And then, I haven't talked to Heroes in a while. I may call him today. I can get him in the live. I watched a little bit of his phone unboxing, but I ran out of time because I had to go to work the day that he posted it. So I want to see how it came out. But anyway, let me say hello to the fans and catch up, and then I'll call LC, and then we'll get going with the live. Alrighty. In the live, there we are. There we go. Yo, what's up, everybody? Good to see you. Nice, we got 11 people here. Cool. Dave says, yo, 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 yo. What's up, Dave? How you been? Mr. Lantern says, yo, Fears. Howdy, Fears. All right, how, Fears? And what's up, Dave? All right, Dave. What's up, Mr. Lantern? Yo, Lance, what's up? Lance, check these out. Lance, I know you're a horror fanatic just like me. Lance, have you seen some of these? Check out some of these. Return of the Living Dead, I just got. I'm sorry, hang on, let me move the T virus. Deep Star 6, Death Screams, Prophecy, Alien, and then I got a little bit of Grizzly 2, The Revenge. Ha 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 ha! Lance, let me know if you've seen any of those. Let me see if you. So let me know, buddy. Let me know. Check it out. The T virus I got off of Etsy. I promise you, you just won't lose with your own case of Ivan's ooze. What are we supposed to do with it? Show it to your parents. Show it to your friends. When you got your ooze, the fun never ends. This is kind of gross. You may see that looks can be deceiving. I promise you, when you try it, you'll all be believing. Hell yeah. Direct movie quote. I got this off of Etsy. Pretty cool. Looks like the exact thing. I wish it was a real one, but it's a replica. Again, I wish this was a real one, but it's a replica. But if you watch the movie, it looks exactly like this. So you can find some pretty cool replica props. So there we are. There we are. Yeah. So Lance, let me know if you've seen any of those. Let's see. Lance says hello. Mr. Lantern says howdy, Lance. Hi, Lance. Yo, what's up, Tina? Tina says, I'm watching Jaws right now. Oh, there we go. Nice. Nice, Tina. I like Jaws. I've already reviewed it for the fans, but I need to watch Jaws 2, Jaws 3, and Jaws 4 and review them for the fans. Jaws 2 is pretty good. 3 is, it's okay. It's all right. It's watchable. 4 is absolute shit fucking garbage. Horrible. Absolutely horrible. So, yeah. Anyway. Let's see. Lance says, yeah, I watched your unboxing of them. I haven't seen Grizzly 1 or 2. But, so you've seen the others, though, Lance. So you've seen this, and this, and this, and this, and this. My stepmother is an alien. You just haven't seen these. Okay. Well, tonight's watches are Grizzly 1 and Grizzly 2. And then I'm going to watch tomorrow I'm going to watch, finally, this. I'm going to watch this one. Triple got me this one. Triple, I'm so sorry to keep you waiting. I just ordered a whole bunch of horror movies, and I just want to watch these first, Triple. But Triple, as soon as these are watched, I promise, I want to watch this, Triple. I promise. So I want to thank Triple for getting me this movie. I appreciate it. And again, if you guys want to send some fan mail, it's right here. Right here. Bada bing, bada boom. If you guys want to send Fears any fan mail, a Blu-ray, something to unbox, a piece of fan art, a picture of Fears Man, whatevs, a fan letter, send it right here, and I will definitely respond. So check that out. So I look forward. Anyway, there we are. Let's see. Tina says it's already on Netflix. I would think, Tina, because Jaws is so old. Why wouldn't it be on Netflix? But I have all 4 of the ones on Blu-ray right over there. So I've only seen one, but I need to. I mean, I've seen them all, but I need to rewatch them and review them for the fans. So yeah. Let's see. Lance says yes. It's been a while since I've seen them though. Yeah. Yeah, they're pretty old. Anyway, like I said, today's topics are, I finally finished Season 8 of Little House on the Prairie. So now all I have to watch is Season 9, and then there's 3 TV movies, and then I'll finally be done with the whole series. I used to watch this with my grandma. I used to watch it with my mom and my dad and my grandpa. And some people in the community like Little House on the Prairie like I do. Some people don't. So, but you're entitled to like whatever you want to like. I like it because they don't make TV shows like this. The production value on it is absolutely amazing. They made the entire town. They built the entire town. And then once the TV series was done, they didn't want any movies or any other TV shows using it. So they blew up the entire town in the final episode, which is called The Last Farewell. And it's basically about some big land developer wants to buy the entire town and turn it into a big, like, city. And they're like, no, like, we like Walnut Grove just the way it is. And so they decide to blow up the entire town and destroy the property and destroy the land rather than give it to the land developer. And then they finally move away and find a better home or something like that. But I like it because they don't make shows like this anymore. They taught family values, and family values is very important. And they taught you good morals and good values on how to treat people with dignity and respect. Something that people on the internet and in real life have lost. Trust me, I would know. Sometimes I get treated like crap, and I treat my loving and loyal fans amazingly. It's not really the loving and loyal fans, it's the idiot trolls that they do a whole bunch of crazy shit to me, and then they expect me to be all happy and chipper about it the next day. So they could benefit and actually learn how to treat human beings. So there it is. But I love it. It's a good show. I remember great memories. I watched it with my grandma. I watched it with my grandpa. I watched it with a lot of people. It was very cool. So every once in a while, whenever in between the movie watching, I watch like 2 or 3 episodes at a time. So I do like a little binge watch. So I did some binge watching today, and I finished Season 8. That's why we're going to review it today. So if you get a chance, I don't know how much it is because my mom bought it for me. I don't think you can get it on Blu-ray. If you could, I would have asked my mom for it for Christmas. And she's like, hey, what do you want for Christmas? And last year I was like, just get me the whole series of Little House on the Prairie, and then we're good. And so she got it for me, and so I don't think you can get it on Blu-ray, but yeah, but this is good enough until they do make it on Blu-ray. And then if I ever get it on Blu-ray, then I'll just give the DVD version that my mom got me to my mom because she likes that series too. Let's see here. Lance says, I'm interested to hear what you think of that one you're watching tonight. Haven't seen it, but hear a lot about it. The Everything Everywhere. Oh, I'm not watching that tonight. I'm watching this tomorrow night. So tonight's watches, though, Lance, are Grizzly 1 and Grizzly 2, The Revenge. Dun, dun, dun. Oh, shit. Now we're talking. And then my friend Triple, which is also a fan, he got me this in fan mail. So I'm going to watch this. I'm going to watch it tomorrow. So yeah, there we are. But I will give you a full analysis, as always. Tina says, the first Jaws, I would give it a 10. Yeah, I would too, Tina. The first Jaws is, not only is it fantastic, it's kind of like a perfect film. You have a very good villain, and there's actually two villains. The mayor is a villain, because the mayor could have stopped it. The mayor could have stopped it, but he's like, oh no, we depend on the beaches, we depend on the summer, you know, for the business, yada, 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 yada. And then, so that's one villain, and the other villain is Jaws, is the shark. Then you've got the hero, and then you've got the in-between character. You don't know if he's a villain or a good guy, which is Quinn, you know. And then Robert Shaw, I think, is like the guy. He's the main guy. He plays Chief Brody. He's the hero. So it's a perfect film. Parts of it is funny. Parts of it is damn terrifying. Fears will never. I used to swim out in the ocean like about this high. Now I only swim in the ocean about knee deep because of that fucking film. And hell yeah, I'm scared. I don't want to get my fucking arm bit off by a shark. I live in Florida. There's sharks in the water. Duh. So I just sit in the shallow part where the sharks don't come. And then you're good. That's good enough for me. So yeah. Lance says, great series. I own it as well. Oh, nice. So you own Little House. That's cool. They blow up the town because they didn't want anyone else using their set. So they came up with that. Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what I just said, Lance. Because they shot it on a movie ranch, and they shot around the movie ranch using the mountains and all the trails and stuff. And it was supposed to, they shot it all in California, but the story takes place in Montana, I believe. Oh, no, I'm sorry, not Montana. Minnesota. And apparently Minnesota, or California kind of looks like Minnesota. So they shot it around that movie ranch, and they shot it on the movie ranch. And they said, well, if we're shooting in the 1800s, we need to build everything. And everything was legit. So yeah, everything was pretty legit. So, and I like that they created a story, because they're like, well, we don't want a horror movie to be shot with our sets, because it was a family show and it was very wholesome. Like I said, morals and values and stuff. The trolls could benefit for having some morals and values and how to treat people. They probably never will, because they're fucking idiots. Yeah. Yo, what's up, Skunk 8? It's been a while. Good old Skunk 8. Man, I haven't seen you in a minute. It's been a while. Have you seen Little Mouse is Really Hairy? I've never seen that one. Was it supposed to be a horror movie? Let me know. I've seen a few of those. Lance. He says, have you seen the Amityville horror house in the background of the Jaws movie? Yes, but I've never seen the actual horror movie. I've seen bits of it. Dave says, Tina and her mom watches Little House on the Prairie every day. It's a good show. It's a very good show. Very, very, very good show. Little House on the Prairie comes on every Monday through Friday on Cozy TV. Nice. That's good. I'm glad that that you can still watch it in reruns. So yeah. Anyway. So let me tell a story before I continue on. Some of my friends in our YouTube community told me about this one. As I was trying to find this online to buy it, I had no idea there was a sequel, and so I thought, oh, well, if I'm going to get number 1, I might as well buy number 2. And I think this is George Clooney's first film ever. He looks about 17 or 18 in this. That's his very first film ever. George Clooney, Charlie Sheen, and then Laura Dern. She was in Jurassic Park, I believe. She played Ellie Sattler. So yeah, so that's pretty cool. So it'll be interesting to watch. And then I guess it took forever for the movie to come out because on the back of the Blu-ray it says 37 years in the making. So apparently they started shooting it, and then they either ran out of money or the budget was too big. Someone got sued, and so they closed down production. And then I guess they shot enough of the film before they shut it down. Somebody finally put the film together and edited it and finally put it out on Blu-ray. And I was like, oh, wow, okay. So, thank God. So now Fears has got a limited edition. There we are. So that'll be cool to watch. Hopefully it makes sense, though, because they said, on the back of it, they said there was just enough to make a movie. So hopefully this makes sense, because this is going to make sense because they had a full-on budget and actors and full-on production. So, yeah, so this is first, and then this, and then tomorrow night, or tomorrow is this. So there we are. So yeah, that's probably around the time Clooney was in Family Ties. Was he really? I know he did a bunch of TV before he got it big. ER is what really put him on the map. ER. But I'm pretty sure that was his first film, because I asked Meta a couple days ago, but I want to make sure just in case. Hang on. Hey, Meta, what was George Clooney's first movie? Our first role in a movie?
George Clooney's film career started with small roles, and one of his earliest movie appearances was in the 1986...
No, not one of them. What was his very first film role ever?
George Clooney's first film role was a small part he got thanks to his cousin Miguel Ferrer. Unfortunately, the exact film title isn't specified in his biography, but it's known that this role helped him pursue acting further.
Okay, when did he do Grizzly 2, The Revenge?
George Clooney was involved in the filming of Grizzly 2, Revenge, which started back in 1983. However, the film wasn't properly released until 2020 due to production issues and it being left unfinished for many years.
Was that his first film role, like his first big film role ever?
No, Grizzly 2 wasn't George Clooney's first film role. He had a small role in a feature film after his cousin Miguel Ferrer got him the part. But the title of that film isn't specified.
So it came after that. It came after that one?
Grizzly II was indeed one of George Clooney's early film roles, but it came after his very first film role.
Okay, so it was his second. Okay. So it was his second one. All right. Yeah. Oh, hang on. So you said he was in Family Ties. It's been a long time, Lance, since I've seen Family Ties. So yeah. Oh, wait. Lance says, whoops, Facts of Life, not Family Ties. Okay, so I didn't know he was on there either. I've watched that before. I just don't remember. Hey, Meta, what role did George Clooney play on The Facts of Life?
George Clooney played the role of George Burnett, a charming handyman at Eastland School, on the popular sitcom The Facts of Life. He joined the show in its later seasons, from 1985 to 1987, and his character quickly became a fan favorite due to his...
Oh, so he did that after Grizzly 2, because you said they started production on Grizzly 2 in 1983.
Yes, George Clooney started working on Grizzly II in 1983, and he played a role on The Facts of Life from 1985 to 1987.
Okay, thank you. All right. So there we are. That's cool. Let's see. Let me catch up here. Dave, let's see. That's probably around... Yeah, it was around that time. Yeah, what's up, Pretend Stories? He says, hell yeah. What's up, dude? But yeah. I totally forgot, though. It's been a while, Lance, since I've seen Facts of Life and Family Ties and all those old ones. I've got a bunch of old television shows on there. And as soon as I get done with Little House on the Prairie, I'm going to start on the real Ghostbusters cartoon. And then after that, I'm probably going to do... Oh, here it is. I'm probably going to do Captain Planet next, and then Pee-wee's Playhouse. And then after that, I think it's going to be Hercules, which is over there. So, I've got a bunch to watch, so I'll watch as much as I can. So, yeah. Dave says, Kylo Ren t-shirt. Oh, is that what you're wearing, Dave? That's cool. I'm wearing my my Wright Brothers t-shirt. They dreamed of flying. The Wright brothers. So, yeah. I found this cool shirt, like, at Goodwill for, like, $1 or $2. So, pretty cool shirt. Pretty cool shirt. All right. Let's get moseying. So, yeah. So, this is up for grabs. I was going to give it to Walter, but since he's acting like a little bastard, he's going to stay blocked until I get an apology. So, Walter, you will not get this. Unless you give me an apology, because I'm not going to put up with people's bullshit. So, he either apologizes, because he called me a moron, he called me dense, he called me an idiot, and I'm like, I've got 2 degrees. Does he have even a degree? Probably not. So, I'm a pretty smart guy. So, he wants to play little mind games. I can play mind games too. And after what happened yesterday, I'm not going to put up with people's bullshit. So, unless he apologizes, I'm going to block him for at least a year, and that'll teach him a lesson not to fuck with me. Same goes with anyone else. You fuck with me, I'll just block you for a year, because I'm not putting up... They're not going to put me through what they put me through yesterday. So, I'm kicking ass and taking names. So, either you like me, and I don't mean to say it in a live, I'm just saying it real quick, nice and short. Say, either you like Fears and you want to stay here and you want to get along and hang out, or if you don't, there's the door. It's that simple. Because I will not put up with people's bullshit, and I will not be the butt of everyone's joke. So, either you love me or you hate me. You want to get along and be nice and stuff. I hate drama. I don't want drama on my channel. I don't want drama in the chat. So, it's up to you. There it is. Pretty much pretend stories out the door. So, but pretty much Walter started everything yesterday, and a few other little idiots. So, yeah. So, unless he apologizes, I'm going to give this book to somebody else, and I will, I signed it. I signed it for Walter, and it's right here. So, I'll pretty much take a black marker, and I'll mark out all this, and I'll give it to somebody else. Because he doesn't deserve this. He does not deserve it whatsoever. So unless he apologizes, you know, I can play little mind games too. Anyway, that's all I wanted to say. Let's continue on. All right. Moving right along here. So I'll definitely give him some time to apologize, but if he doesn't, I'm giving it to somebody else. So yeah. Because I have to worry about my health. And I'm sick and tired of people making me the butt of every single joke. And I'm sick and tired of people making me mad. And I just won't put up with it anymore. So, yeah. Damn right, Dave. Damn right. Because the way they treated Dave and his wife, Tina, yesterday was absolutely sickening. And they can say, oh, we were just joking. It's not a joke. Or it was a very poor joke. I don't think you should make fun of anyone's wife. And then they hide behind, oh, it was just a joke. Yeah, it was a very bad joke. I'm sure Tina didn't find it funny. I know sure as hell Dave didn't find it funny. And me and Dave had a very long conversation after the live. I almost took the live down. I thought, you know what, Dave? No, I'm not going to, because I apologized to Dave and his wife because of those idiots. I didn't have to apologize, but I apologized for them making that stupid joke. And I just said, Dave, I can't put up with it anymore. I said, I don't mind joking around sometimes, But I said every joke, I'm the butt of the joke, and they treat me like I'm a court gesture, and I'm like, I'm not. You know, I'm like, I'm not gonna put up with it. I don't mind joking around a little bit, but I'm like, I'm not someone's fucking puppet. Like they pull me on a little string and they walk all over me, and I'm like, no one's gonna walk over me ever again. No one's gonna treat me like a little fucking puppet, and I'm not a court gesture. You know, like I don't mind entertaining people and having a laugh here and there, but I got a show to do. I got my vlogs to do. I'm not going to put up with this crap. So, yeah. So, it's just ridiculous. Okay, yeah. Bye, pretend stories. Later. Why would he be sorry? It was a very good conversation. So, yeah. I told you. I'm not putting up with anyone's crap. Bye. Gone. There you are. I told you. I'm done. So, yeah. There we are. Anyway, I just wanted to say that. So, either you follow the rules or you're done. I'm not kidding. Because I can't put up with this anymore. Like, YouTube has become a chore. And it shouldn't be a chore. It should be fun. It should be stress-free. You know? And the last couple of months, it hasn't been stress-free. I don't have to put up with people's bullshit. I shouldn't have to at all. It's ridiculous. You know? So, that's where I stand, and I'm not putting up with it anymore. And I guarantee you, Walter will not swallow his pride and apologize because he's a fucking asshole. So yeah. No, Larry, you're not blocked. I can see you, Larry. I've never blocked you. I timed you out, but I've never blocked you. So yeah. So if Walter doesn't want to apologize, then I'm done. I'm done. Anyway, that's all I wanted to say. Oh, I know you saw it, Dave. And Dave, I'm sorry that Pretend Story said that. It wasn't a bad chat. It was a very lovely chat last night, off camera and on camera. And Dave didn't mind because Dave is my friend, and I consider Dave a friend. What's up, Steven? How you doing? Good to see you. Steven says, hey, Mr. Lantern. All right, let's see. Where should we start? Well, you know what? Before we start anything, I got something in the mail that I want to show everybody. So let's start with that. Anyway, I didn't want to take the whole show because it's over, it's done with. So either Walter's going to apologize or he's not. If he's not, I'm going to move on. It is what it is. But I'm not putting up with anyone's crap anymore. So yeah. And I have to think about my health. And they can laugh and joke and make all those stupid little smart-ass comments they want. But I won't put up with any rumors because all the bullshit they made up yesterday was, however they want to twist it, it was complete fucking lies. We're just joking, Fierce. It's not a joke. He fucking lied. Liz fucking lied. She said I had a private conversation and told Tina to get the hell away from me and keep your distance. Never once said that. Then Walter said that I gave Tina like a very bad, evil look, like, and I was like, no, that's a lie. Never did that in a million years. You know, so it was just bullshit lies and bullshit rumors. And I was just like, that's just stupid. So I'm going to stick up for myself because I didn't do any of those. And the reason why I'm harping on it is because Tina and Dave are new friends. Let's say they believed that. And then I lost a friendship over a bullshit rumor. I'd be like, well, that sucks. I never did that. And then somebody makes up some stupid bullshit rumor and I lost a friend over it, you know? So that's why I'm harping on it. Then they don't like that I caught him in lies, and they don't like it that I called him on it. They're so quick to say, oh, Fears, you lied. And I haven't lied recently. I've been trying to, you know, be 100% real with you guys. But they're so quick to be like, oh, you lied, Fears, you lied. And they get all pissed off. But then they get even more pissed off when I call them all out on it. So they're fucking hypocrites. So, and notice, Liz isn't here. You know, because I called her out. Walter isn't here because I called him out. So, pretty much they're backstabbers and they're liars because they made up all that crap. So, yeah. And I was going to stick up for my friend Tina because she hasn't done anything wrong. And I didn't do anything wrong, you know. And I treated Tina with the utmost respect. And I'm not going to have anyone say, oh, Fears, you treated her bad. I'm like, no, I never treated her bad whatsoever. So anyway, so Tina, I got your back. So yeah. Anyway, that's all I wanted to say. Let me catch up with the chat. Good to see you, Larry. Good to see you, Tina. Good to see you, Lantern, Dave, Skunk Ape. Who else is in here? Skunk Ape. Lance. Cool. Let's see. Where did I leave off? Steven says, hey, Mr. Lantern. Lantern says, Larry. Ho, ho, ho. Merry Christmas. And as Larry would say, Lantern, don't be starting that Christmas shit, Lantern. We got a nice turnout today. 19 watching. Hell yeah. Tina says, thank you for everyone for protecting me online and offline. Hey, no problem, Tina. You know, there's going to be idiots that make up lies and bullshit rumors and don't know what the hell they're fucking talking about. It just is what it is. So, I got your back. Larry says, you are welcome, Tina. We love you. I do. I love Tina and Dave, my new friends. They're wonderful people. Anyway, time for an unboxing. Oh. Ooh, nice. It came in. What's this? What's this? Oh, yeah, another Snake Plissken shirt. Now we're talking. Oh, yeah. The name's Plissken. Snake motherfucking Plissken. Oh, yeah, that's awesome. Look at that. So I'm probably going to take this on my trip with me whenever I go visit my mom and my brother and hang out with little Shelton, my new nephew. He's a cutie. He's definitely a cutie. Hell yeah. I saw this shirt and I was like, oh yeah. I think I'm going to wear this tomorrow on tomorrow's show. So, hell yeah. All right. There we are. There it is. Dave says, holy shit. Shoot. Excuse me. I hear you. Let's see. Lance says, wow, nice. Where'd you get those shirts? Though, the two Escape from New York shirts that I got, because I had the red one that said Escape from New York, and that one says Snake Plissken. They were both from Etsy, Lance. All you got to do is I went there and I wrote Escape from New York merch, and then I hit enter, and shitloads of stuff popped up. There was so much crap that popped up. So if you want that shirt, or I wrote that, and then I also wrote because that's when I bought like all the Snake Plissken like stickers and stuff that you guys have been seeing. I've been on unboxing, but I also went to Etsy and wrote in Escape from New York shirts, and that one popped up, the one that I just showed you, and the original Escape from New York poster shirt came up. But there's a whole bunch. So if you like, I know, Lance, you said you like that movie as much as I do. If you want a shirt, check out Etsy. Etsy and Amazon, they sell a lot of cool stuff like that. So check it out, buddy. Check it out. All right. Let's see here. Moving right along. Let's start with, let's see. Let's do my acting career. So before I found my real passion, I like acting. Don't get me wrong, I like acting. And I did acting school when I was a kid. And but I'm not that much of a singer, you know, and actors, they have to be well-rounded. They have to sing and dance and act. I can act, but singing and dancing I'm just okay on. But before I found my real passion of like editing videos, I like more behind the scenes. I don't mind being on camera. I'm not afraid of the camera, but my real passion is like editing videos, making a beginning, middle, and end. So I took acting classes and I got to do a couple of plays and stuff. So I'm going to try to remember the order of which performance I did. So my acting career. I'm going to try to remember every one of them, so. Because I was in a bunch of plays and high school plays, and I got to act in a few short films in college whenever we would have to make like a film assignment. So my teacher in college would be like, today you have to make a short film. You got all weekend to shoot it, and you have to use these 3 props. And I remember one we had to, she goes, you have to use some type of like shower image. You have to use cowboy boots, and then you have to use something other. And then me and my friends would have to write a script around these 3 objects. So I got to act in a couple of the short films. So I'm going to try to remember all the stuff that I was in. So yeah. All right. So the very first one I remember doing, I did a play for my church, and I got to be a wise man. So I was one of the 3 wise men in the Christmas story, and in a church play. So the first performance ever, I think I was like 5 or 6. So one of the 3 wise men. I had a beard. So yeah. Number 2, when I worked at Walmart, I worked in the photo department, and I got to be, whenever it was Christmas time, I got to be, no, actually, I need to do them in order. So that was the first one. The second performance I was in was called It's Saturday, and it was in 2nd grade. And I played a little boy that was dressed in pajamas, and I carried around a teddy bear. So he didn't really have a name, but I got to sing and dance, and it was a play called It's Saturday, and it was basically a play about rejoicing about having a day off on Saturday. So, yeah. So, little boy with teddy bear. Let's see. Lance says, maybe you should try making a movie sometime. I have. Lance, on my main channel. Lance, if you're not subscribed to the main channel, check out FearsMan26. I've made a whole bunch of short films. I haven't made a short film in quite a while because I've been traveling a lot and vlogging a lot and editing a whole bunch of stuff. And I'm actually behind. I'm trying to get caught up on all my footage and all that stuff. So the last short film I made, you have to check it out. It's on my main channel, Lance. It's called The Lonely Ghost, where the ghost, he doesn't know that he's a ghost. He goes to visit his wife, he thinks. And he gets to the grave, and he looks down, and all of a sudden, his widow is standing right next to him, and he's like, well, wait a minute, like, what is she doing here? And so then he finds out quickly that he's really the ghost. And so she puts down some flowers, and then she walks out of the graveyard. And he can't go out of the graveyard because all ghosts have unfinished business. So, yeah. And then he has to figure out his unfinished business before he can leave the graveyard and go to heaven and all that. So, that's the last one I did, and I'm actually quite proud of that short film. A lot of my fans seem to enjoy that one. So, yeah. But at some point, I just haven't been inspired to make a short film, but one day, if I get some spark of inspiration, I'll make another short film. All right, so number 2 performance was The Little Boy with a Teddy Bear. The third one was, for church, we did Grease. And I got to play, in the movie, I got to play the goofy guy, one of Kanicki's and Danny's best friends, the guy with the yellow squirt gun. I don't remember that guy, but I'm just going to put down guy with the yellow squirt gun. So if you watch the movie, you'll know which guy I played. So I got to have a couple of lines. We did Grease Lightning. I got to be in the car. And I had so much gel in my hair. It was dripping, because I was playing a greaser. So guy with the yellow gun. The next one was in high school. I did MASH 4077, and I played a general. So general. MASH 4077. And then I don't remember the name of the play. After MASH, my drama teacher thought it would be funny if all the guys played girl parts and all the girls played guy parts. So their fears was in a blonde wig, and I had balloons, and I had big breasts, and quite nice breasts. They were like some double D action, and I was in a red shirt with a brown kind of mini skirt, like shorts, with my red Converse shoes on, and I played the ditzy blonde, and I was like, oh my god, no way, Michael, oh my god, he's so hot. So, yes, at one time, Fears dressed in drag for one play. Yeah. So I played a ditzy blonde, so a valley chick, a valley chick. The next one after that was the Wizard of Oz, and I played the Scarecrow, so Scarecrow. And then, what was the next one? Lance says, nice, I'll check it out. Yeah, check it out, Lance. It's on Fearsman26, and just write in Fearsman26, The Lonely Ghost short film. It'll pop up. And be sure to subscribe, Lance. Let's see. So we've got, I'm trying to remember all the performances. One was The Wise Man, Little Boy with a Teddy Bear in It's Saturday, Guy with a Yellow Gun in Grease. I played a general in MASH 4077. Then I played a valley chick. Then I did the Scarecrow in The Wizard of Oz. God, there was one more. Hang on. MASH 4077. Played the ditzy blonde. Played the Scarecrow. What was senior year? Oh, I played a butler in this play called Rumors, and basically, I'm sorry, junior. Next was junior. I played the villain in Romeo and Juliet. Really, everyone thinks the Capulets and the Montagues, them fighting, are the villains because they're fighting. No. The main villain is the person that kills Romeo, which was my part. I played the apothecary that sells him the poison because that's how he dies. So I got to play, I think that was my first villain I ever played. So that was cool. So that was junior year. So the apothecary, the guy that sells Romeo the poison in Romeo and Juliet. All right, then senior year I played in this play called Rumors, and basically it's about a husband and a wife. They live in this mansion, and they're thinking about getting divorced, but they don't want to get divorced. They're just sick and tired of fighting and arguing and bullshitting, kind of like me arguing with idiots online. I'm fucking sick of it. I've had it up to fucking here with these idiots. Thanks, Lance. I appreciate you subscribing to both of my channels. I appreciate that. That's very nice of you. Thank you. Anyway, so in order for them not to get divorced, I thought, well, maybe like we can talk to our friends and our family, and maybe they can talk us out of it. So they host a dinner party, and they bring all of their family on his side of the family, and all of her side of the family on her side, then a bunch of their friends. So there's like 50 people on stage. And we built a massive set of like a mansion. There was corridors, there was an upstairs, there was a downstairs. It was a massive set. I got to play the butler. And basically the play is about the husband and the wife. I don't remember their names of the play. It's called Rumors. You can look up the play. And basically it's about them trying to resolve their differences while they're hosting this party and getting advice from their friends and their family. And as the party goes on, people start to, like, do rumors. They're like, well, is he going to divorce her? Is he not going to divorce her? Is this going to happen? And then by the end of the play, there's so many rumors floating around that the police get involved. And finally, at the end of the play, the police say, all right, I've had enough of this bullshit. You guys sit down. Enough lies, enough bullshit, enough rumors. What the fuck is going on? And then they basically just stand up and say, well, this is true, this is not true, this is true, this is not true. And then then they end up like telling everybody, well, thanks, I hope you guys enjoyed, you know, the party, and everybody leaves except for the wife and the husband, and it ends with, I don't remember, one of the main characters says, well, if we can survive our friends and our family and all those lies and all those rumors, then we can survive anything. It'd be stupid of us to, like, you know, get divorced. And then I think the wife says, yeah, like, I feel the same way. They kiss, and then the curtains go down, and so they stay together. So I got to play the hoity-toity, posh, British, stuck-up butler. And I was like, hell yeah. So I got to play a butler. After that, then came all the short films in college. So I got to play Fears Man. That was my first performance in college, so Fears Man was next. My superhero that I made up. Then I played a cop in this short film that I made called Creature, and that is on the main channel, so I played a cop. Then I played a dead body, a corpse, in our short film 5150, so 5150, and then in the same 5150, I played a cop sitting in the interrogation scene. So I played another cop, so another cop. Oh god, I'm trying to remember all these. Let's see, 51, a dead corpse. Or just a dead man. What else? And then in my Coca-Cola commercial, I played someone from the 1970s, so a guy from the 70s. I played Indiana Jones in. We made a. It was either a short film or a commercial or something. So I played Indiana Jones. Or Indiana Fears, as I should say. Then we did another commercial for like wine or beer or whatever, and I played a bartender. So you see me like serving drinks and stuff to people, and I think that's the last thing I did. I think so. A bartender. So that's all the ones that I can remember. So that was about 15 performances. So not too bad. Not too bad. And then, oh, well, 16. 16 would be, I got to play Fears Man again in all my short films on my channel. So Fears Man again. And then 17, I did the Ghost for the Lonely Ghost. So I played a ghost. 18 would be me and my friend Keegan recreated the Magnavolt commercial, and I got to play like a businessman, like selling it, like Magnavolt, you know. So a businessman. So yeah, so that's as many as I can remember. I'm sure there's more because I've made a lot of short films, but those are like the biggies. Those are the biggies. So yeah. So I thought that'd be kind of cool to go down memory lane. All right, moving right along here. Let's review Little House on the Prairie, shall we? And I'll be honest, I wish I would have had better topics prepared because of what happened yesterday. I didn't have enough time to watch any movies or anything. So, yeah. So tonight I'm going to focus on finishing a vlog for tomorrow, and then we'll review that vlog, and I'll upload it and all that crap. And then I will watch those movies, and then we'll be good to go. So, Little House on the Prairie. Season 8 review. I'm gonna give season 8. It's almost a perfect. I mean, it's like almost a 10 out of 10. A lot of shit happens to the Ingalls. So they sell their farm. So they sell the farm. Sell the farm. One of their kids almost dies. So one of Charles' sons almost dies. Laura gets married. So Laura gets married. She becomes a school teacher. Laura and Almanzo, which is her husband, she gets married. Hang on, so she gets married. She gets married. Oh God, what else happens? Their house gets destroyed, and they have to build another house due to a tornado. So has to rebuild their house. They have a baby, and her name is Rose, so they have a baby. So I'm going to give it a 9.8 out of 10. So 9.8 out of 10. A lot happens. Lots of action in season 8, so lots of action. Lots of morals and values. Good family entertainment. Some of it's funny. Some of it's serious. Some of it's funny. So, some of it is funny. And they have different types of shows. Like, some shows a drama show where someone almost dies. One show's like kind of an action show where Laura survives, through a tornado, but their house is destroyed, so now they have to rebuild. Almanzo, she calls her husband Manny, but his real name is Almanzo. Hopefully that's how you pronounce it. He almost dies. He contracted some disease, and Laura has to kind of nurse him back to health. So a lot of shit happens. So Almanzo almost dies. I know I'm leaving out something. I'm trying to hit the highlights. So yeah. Lots of action, lots of morals and values, good family entertainment. Some of it is funny. Good family show. I do recommend it, so I do recommend it. Very excited to see what happens in season 9, because whenever I was a kid, I didn't watch it all the way through. It was made in the 70s, and by the time they finished it, it went through the 80s, and then after the show was done, they made 3 television movies, which I'm gonna watch because in the big box set, it has 3 TV movies, and they're called. Hang on, let me look and see what they're called. I know one of them is called the Final Farewell. Let's see here. One's called Bless All the Dear Children, and then what's the other one called? Hang on. Look Back to Yesteryear, and then the Final Farewell. So 3 TV movies. 3 TV movies. So if you guys have never... So I never sat through it in sequence. So this is the first time I've watched it in sequence. It's a very good show. Very good show. I need to use the restroom real quick, so 2 minutes. I'll be right back. So that's my review of season 8. 9.8 out of 10. Can't wait to see what season 9's about, and then after season 9, then I'll watch the 3 TV movies. Oh, you know what? I didn't even have to open it. There they are. They're right there on the back. My bad. So anyway, I'm going to use the restroom. I hated that Melissa Sue Anderson left after season 7. Yeah, but see, I think she got sick of it, and then she did that horror movie called Happy Birthday to Me or some shit. But then they brought her character back, Lance, a few times in season 8, and I'm about to start season 9. I'll probably watch a couple episodes tomorrow after I watch Grizzly 1 and 2. But periodically they would bring her back. But yeah, she was a part of the family. So yeah. And I don't know why she wanted to leave. I think she wanted to pursue bigger projects. But Melissa, I think her last name's Gilbert, the girl that played Laura Ingalls, she stayed for all 3 TV movies, all 9 seasons. So yeah. Yeah, Tina's mother likes seeing what trouble Harriet Olsen got herself into. Yeah, she was a funny character. She was a very funny character. All right, I need to use the restroom. You guys just study the Ingalls. I'll be right back. Study the Ingalls. Oh, hang on. There we are. Study the Ingalls family. I'll be right back. All right, I'm sorry about that. I had to use the restroom. All right, here we go. Damn, Lantern. Lantern's going nuts in the chat. Lantern is going nuts in the chat. Okay, all right. All right, let's see here. Let's just grab this. Oh, there's a troll. Fears has pity views. Yeah, probably not. So, fuck you. You're gone. While Fears is away, the trolls will play. But there's this wonderful block button, and enjoy being blocked. There you are. They can make as many fake accounts as they want, but I'll block every single bam, 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 bam. I'll just block them, block them, block them, block them, block them, block them, block them. Because I have real fans that actually give a damn about my content, give a damn about me, care about me, care about the content. So I appreciate all my loving and loyal fans for sticking up for me while I had to use the restroom and all the time. Good Lord, people need to get lives. Wow, let's see. Where did I leave off? Tina's mother likes seeing what trouble Harriet Olsen has got. Yeah, she was a great, funny character, Dave. She was really funny on that show. So, yeah. What's up, Lantern? Lantern says, don't go away. Stay put, dudes. Fears is taking a break. Yep. After these messages, he'll be right back. After these messages, bum, he'll be right back. Oh, I remember that, Lantern. It was on Nickelodeon. And it was claymation, and they were playing a guitar or something. So I remember it, Lantern. Oh, yeah. The good old days, buddy. The good old days. Well, I'm sorry if that troll said anything rude. I didn't really see what he said. So if he said anything rude, I apologize. Let's see. Lantern with the air freshener. What's up, Crumbles? Good to see you. Crumbles is laughing. I was laughing, too. I saw a few things. He said I had pity views, which is not true whatsoever. I appreciate the 3 likes that loving and loyal fans gave me. Dave says, hey, what's up, Crumbles? And then think about it. The Jetsons predicted the kind of interaction. Oh, did they? Yeah. Dave says, good night, troll. Yep, bye. Gone. I heard she left because after making her character blind, there was only so much they could do with her character, and she wasn't in as many episodes because of that. Yeah, I could understand that. So yeah, but I bet you though, Lance, that wasn't her. That wasn't her doing. I bet you, for the good of the show, they thought, oh, it'd be a good episode if this happens. Blah blah blah. So yeah. All right, so I'm gonna look through season 8 and pick the top 10 episodes. So we'll do that one. The top 10 episodes. And Lance, since you're new, I do a top 10 list about pretty much anything I want. So to all the new people, if you guys have got any suggestions on a top 10 list, you let me know. So top 10. Oh, there's another troll. Bye. Top 10 list of season 8 Little House on the Prairie episodes. All right. This is going to be hard because there was a lot of good episodes. So let me just put this out of the way here. There we are. Okay, season 7. Here we go. So, I'm going to start with A Christmas They'll Never Forget. That's probably my favorite episode. They always went big for the Christmas episode. So, A Christmas They'll Never Forget. Okay, and then Stone Soup was pretty good. So Stone Soup, and then The Legacy was good. Okay, and then let's see here. Days of Sunshine 1 and 2. That's when Manly almost dies. So Days of Sunshine. One, and then Days of Sunshine Part 2. Okay. Boring. No, you're boring. Get a life, troll. Later. Bye. You're gone. That's a good one when Nellie gets engaged. But you know what, Dave? I think she gets engaged. It's season 7, I believe. So, yeah. Have you seen The Love Comes Slowly? It's a bit like House on the Prairie. Very good. No, I've never seen that. The Love Comes... I'm sorry, The Love Comes Softly. Excuse me. I'm getting tired. I will check it out. I will watch the trailer here in just a minute. So, yeah. So, we got Christmas They'll Never Forget, Stone Soup, The Legacy, Days of Sunshine 1 and Days of Sunshine 2. That's number 5. Number 6, I'm going to go with A Promise to Keep. That one's a good one. That's when Isaiah does his best to give up drinking, and in the process, he loses his family because she's had enough of his drinking. She says, Isaiah, get the hell out. So, but in the end, even though he gets divorced, he gives up drinking. So, yeah. A Promise to Keep. That's number 6. Number 7, let's see here. Probably Second Chance. That's a good one. All right, I need 3 more. Let's see here. Chicago. That's a good one. Wave of the Future. And then, For the Love of Nancy. That one's pretty good. All right. Oh, look, another troll. Bye, you're gone. Wow. Maybe I shouldn't have said anything, but I had to say something to you guys because I'm so sick of people, like, harassing me. Now, these idiots are coming in here. But they can make up 1,000 accounts. I'll block every single one of them. It talks a lot about God in Love Comes Softly. You'll like it. Well, I am a Christian, Lance, and lately, because of all these idiots like harassing me, I've been talking to him more lately. Just these idiots never give up. But eventually, after I block every single one of them, eventually they'll get it through their head to leave me alone. But yeah, I'm definitely gonna watch it here in just a second. All right, so there's that. So yeah, I do recommend season 8. I recommend the whole show, but season 8 was very strong. So I definitely liked it a lot, and I finally finished it. So yeah. All right, there we are. And you know what? Before I go on to the next topic, let's watch that trailer that Lance was talking about. So let's see, what was it called again? Oh, that TV show. I'll find the opener. The Love Comes Softly. Okay, well, let me have a look. Let me see if I can find it. So give me a second, Lance. I'm going to find it and watch it. I've never even heard of this show, but I'll check it out. Let me see here. There we go. The love that comes. Oh, my mom's calling me. Hang on. Hello? All right, sorry about that, guys. My mom was calling. She wanted to ask me something. All right, let me get back to the thing. It wasn't anything important. She was just call. I sent her. I sent her some photos of the convention, and I sent her some photos of me and Sega because she was like, "Hey, you forgot to send the photos of you and Sega," and I was like, "Oh, I'll send them." And then she was calling to ask like how my search was for looking for a ticket to come visit. So, yeah. Anyway, all right. So let me try and find. Thanks, Lantern. He says, "Eat mud, trolls." Hell yeah, hell yeah. Pretty much. God, these people won't give up. Dave says, "Remember my improv of trolls?" Oh, yep, I remember, Dave. It was pretty funny too. All right, let me see if I can find that show that Lance was talking about. So give me 1 second here. All right, so the love that comes softly. I'm just gonna put TV intro and see what pops up. So because I've never heard of this show, Lance, but so yeah. Oh wow, it does kind of look like Little House on the Prairie. Oh wow. Let's see here. It doesn't really have an intro. It just has a bunch of scenes. So I'll just watch one of the scenes that pops up because it doesn't really have a TV intro, which is weird because usually every television show has a TV intro, and I guess there's the love that comes slowly. There's a preview, so I can watch that. I can get an idea of what the show's about. Here we go.
You can make people feel better when they're hurt and scared. Love heals. Love inspires.
I'll forever be
Oh yeah, this is like total Little House on the Prairie. Oh wow.
And love triumphs.
I'll be happy as long as I'm with you.
Based on Jeanette Oak's inspiring novels,
There's only room in my life for one man, and he's the man I want to marry.
the Love Comes Softly saga. Contact your local provider for Hallmark drama.
So it's more like a TV movie, not really a television show. That's more of a TV Hallmark movie drama. It looks all right. Looks all right. I think Little House on the Prairie would look better, or is better, but looks interesting. Right on. I appreciate the suggestion. Let's see here. Tina says, "I see a lot of everything that can. I'm sorry, I'm getting tired. I see a lot of everything that Control's been saying about family. What's wrong? It's actually a movie series. There's like 9. Oh, so there's 9 in the series. Okay, so it's 9 TV movies. So yeah. Another good series was Sentinel. I've heard of that, Dave. I just don't remember what it's about. So yeah. So let's have a little look. Sentinel, because I've heard of it. I just don't remember. Hopefully, it's got a TV intro. Is it like from the 80s or the 90s, Dave? Let me know. So Sentinel TV intro. So let's see what this is about. Oh, wow. So it's an old kind of like Western type of thing. Okay, cool. All right, well, let's watch the intro. Let's see here. So I guess it started off as a movie because Sentinel 1978 came out, and then they made that, and then I guess they made the TV show after. So, this one doesn't have really an intro either. There's a a TV promo, which is 36 seconds. So that'll tell me everything about it. All right, let's have a watch.
It took a special breed of man to tame the West.
I'm gonna shoot you in the head, that's what.
Dreaming of riches beyond his imagination.
For 25 cents an acre, I can pick up half of Colorado.
Or looking for his own kind of freedom.
Man's unfit. Never make it to where we're headed.
Centennial, where men made the country by their guts.
That's cool. And there's a lot of explosions in it. That looks pretty cool. I could see why you like this, Dave. It looks pretty cool.
January 6th to TV 59.
And it looks like they filmed that in California too, because it looks kind of familiar of Little House on the Prairie, but looks cool. Right on. All right, let me catch up with the chat here. And again, I'm sorry about all the trolls, guys. I really am. I'm glad that I said something, because something has to change. I don't mind. I'm going to keep this short so we can continue on with the show. I'm not perfect. No one's perfect. And you normally 11 times out of 12, I'm a nice going guy. But the last couple of months, I've just seen people walk all over me and think they can do and say whatever the hell they want, and they just can't. And I've got feelings. You guys have got feelings. I love it when everything's just happy-go-lucky. You know, we're hanging out, we're having a good time. That's when I like being the host of the show and doing. That's when YouTube's fun. All the other stuff just sucks. You know, when you have a bunch of idiots come in and try to ruin the show and cause drama and cause bullshit, or they make up rumors like they did yesterday. And then Walter, for example, when he's just so fucking pig-headed, he won't swallow his pride, and he won't apologize when he knows that he's in the wrong, and I called him out on it. And so it is what it is. So I just wanted to apologize for yesterday on my account, but I probably won't get an apology from that guy, from Walter. So, I mean, I'm going to give him some time before I give the top 10 book to somebody else, but I could only take so much. And finally, I was just like, look, here's the deal. None of that shit, what they said, is true. This and this and this. But I feel bad now. If I wouldn't have said anything, I probably wouldn't have had a troll come in today. But I'm glad I said something, because it's been on my mind all last night. I thought about it all night while I was at work. And I'm just so sick and tired of people thinking that they can walk all over me. I don't like being the butt of every single joke. I don't mind goofing off and hanging out sometimes, but I don't have to be the butt of every single joke. It gets really fucking annoying. And I hopefully now people knows that I'm fucking, you know, hopefully everybody knows that I'm being for real and it's not a joke, because I just get so sick and tired of people's crap, and I don't have to put up with it. You know, I really don't. So, but I don't like drama. I don't like to bring drama. I don't like to talk about drama, but I only talk about it when I absolutely have to. So I'm glad I said something yesterday, because it had been bubbling for a while, and I'm glad I said something today. So yeah. Anyway, let me catch up with the chat. Dave said it was a TV miniseries. It looked cool, Dave. I definitely would check it out. It definitely looked cool. It looked like they filmed it in the same area where they filmed Little House on the Prairie. I could be totally wrong, but anyway. So yeah. All right. Let's see. What's next on the list? Let's see here. I did the review. I did the unboxing. I did the top 10. I did my acting career. Let's see. How long have I been going for? That may be a good place to stop for tonight. I've been going for an hour and 39 minutes. I think I'm going to stop for tonight, because I am getting a little hungry and I need to get some dinner in. And then I want to watch. I don't have to go to work tonight until 4:30. 4 o'clock, excuse me. So I want to watch these two movies, and I want to get a little bit more editing in. So hopefully by later on tonight, I'll post it, or maybe tomorrow. I'll probably upload it tonight, and I'll probably debut it tomorrow. hopefully I have the next Sega vlog of me and Sega up, or I have the quick little Star Wars convention that me, Tina, and Dave went to Sunday, because that was a lot of fun. So it'll either be one of those vlogs or both. So yeah, Dave says sounds good. I'm trying to get faster, Dave. I'm trying to get the content up just lickety split, super fast. But I appreciate all the loving and loyal fans stopping by, and I can't thank you enough for all your support. I really appreciate it. And again, I'm sorry about all the drama bullshit. I really am. It's never my intention. You know, it just sucks that some people like you, some people hate you, and I'm not gonna stand for rumors and lies anymore. And I'm not gonna stand for any of that crap. You know, it's just too much. It's too much, and I have to think about my own health, you know. So some people I had to block, some people I probably won't talk to anymore. It just is what it is. I can't put up with people's bullshit anymore, and I shouldn't have to. So, but I hope all the loving and loyal fans will stay, because I really do care about all my loving and loyal fans, and I appreciate all the likes, I appreciate all the comments, I appreciate all the views, and you guys are great, and I appreciate all the fan mail that each and every loving and loyal fan has, sent me, and you guys are great. So I'm sure we'll get through, these rocky times. We always seem to. So it just is what it is. So yeah. All right. So like I said, tonight's watches are this first, and then this, and then tomorrow night triple. I promise I'm gonna watch this, and then I'll select something else. So yeah. Anyway, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my friend Lantern. He does a show every Thursday night, every Friday night. Check it out. Lantern's show is pretty awesome. Lantern, I may come on the show Thursday and Friday. I may not. I may just chill, and while I'm editing, I may just listen to the show, because as of right now, I don't feel like coming on the show, because this week has been fucking terrible. Today was all right. Today was better. But maybe I'll come on the show Thursday or Friday. If not, I may just listen to it, buddy. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my friend Dave Phillips. He's at 36 subscribers. We're trying to get him to 50 so my friend Dave can go live. So, subscribe to his wife, Tina. She's trying to upload some content too. Subscribe to Tommy NC2010 on YouTube. Check him out. Tommy's a good friend of mine. He's a pretty cool guy. Check out the Sega Camp Gamer and Werecamp on YouTube. Check out the Sega Camp Gamer 22 on Twitch. Subscribe to my friend Visions on YouTube, and check out his website, www.exhumevisions.com. Also, I didn't see Visions in the chats tonight, so maybe he's working, but Visions sent me an email saying my order is on the way, so I'll definitely do that unboxing whenever it comes in town, so it's on the way. And last, but certainly not least, be sure to follow the host with the most, FearsMan26. That's the main channel, and Fears Vlogs is channel number 2. Anyway, Fears loved you guys. Fears cares about you guys. I love the loving and loyal fans. Can't wait to hear from you guys. Send me that fan mail. I will respond to you guys as quickly as possible. And this is Fears, signing off. Peace. Deuces. Everyone have a wonderful and blessed night, and I love you guys. Peace!